Oh, we're on. Hi, my name is Tom Sharp, and I'm going to be playing some really wacky tunes on this guitar a little bit later. And, well, look, let me just give you a little sampling right now, okay? Sound like a trumpet, didn't it?
It's Comedy Tonight with our guests, Kip Addotta, Thom Sharp, Bruce Smirnoff, and Bob Somerby, some of America's brightest comics, and who knows what else. Now here's your host, Bill Boggs.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Keep on playing. Something will come out. Our first comedian is a veteran of the American comedy scene, and his tour of duty isn't over yet. So let's say hello to Kip Addotta.
Thank you, Bill. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kip Addotta, and for those of you who are not familiar with my work, I'm one of those people who doesn't worry too much about what other people think. And I think we waste a lot of time worrying about what other people think. For instance, who up front here has a nickel they can hand me? And just for a moment, I'll give it right back. Anyone at all? Take your time. The illusion of participation is sometimes almost as good. There you go. I'll give it right back, madam. My father used to say to me, he'd say, Kippy, never put nickels in your nose. Well, that was fine with me as long as I was living under his roof. But now I'm an adult. I do as I please. And if I want to put nickels up my nose, I put nickels up my nose. Now, who's hurt? Certainly not me. Thank you. I make a nickel a show that way. Obviously, you people are interested in comedy. You probably like telling jokes. May I offer some advice? Never preface a joke with the phrase, "Did you hear the one about the?" That's asking permission to tell a joke, and the secret to joke telling is to commit to the joke and go through the joke and never ask permission to tell it. Now, when I saw Bob walking towards me, I hardly recognized him because he was in almost a full body cast, hobbling towards me on crutches. I said, Bob, what happened to you? He said, well, you know, I went on that photographic safari to Africa. I said, no, I didn't at all. He said, yeah. I was going through the bush, I parted these weeds, and there was this big lion, and he went, I fouled my trousers. You may transpose. I said, well, I don't blame you. I'd foul my trousers, too, if I got that close to a lion. He said, no, not then. Just now, when I went, You see, you commit to the joke. You go through the joke and never ask permission to tell it. Jesus was at the Last Supper. You don't have to say, did you hear the one about Jesus at the Last Supper? Give me a break. Jesus is at the Last Supper. At one point in the evening, he turns to his disciples and he says, tonight, one of you will betray me. And Matthew leans in closer and he says, Lord, is it I who will betray thee? And Jesus says, no, Matthew, it is not you who will betray me. And John leans in closer and he says, Lord, is it I who will betray thee? And Jesus says, no, John. It is not you who will betray me. And from the end of the table, Judas sits up and he says, Lord. He always did that. Lord. Is it I who will betray thee? And Jesus says, Lord, is it I who will betray thee? So what do? We commit to the joke. We go through the joke and never ask permission to tell it. Woman goes to the doctor. She says, doctor, what's wrong with me? Every time I go to the bathroom, quarters come out. He says, calm down. Go home. Rest with your feet up. Come back in a week. She comes back a week later. She says, Doc, it's getting worse. Now every time I go to the bathroom, $50 come out. He says, relax. Go home. Rest with your feet up. Come back in a week. She comes back a week later. She's horrified. She says, Doc, it's terrible. Every time I go to the bathroom, silver dollars come out. Now what the hell is wrong? He says, very Lord, you're just going through your change. You commit to the joke. You go through the joke and never ask permission to tell it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
This man is not the fifth Beatle, but he just might be the fourth Stooge, Thom Sharp.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks. Thank you, too kind. Oh, shucks. Come on now. Come on. Well, what can I tell you about myself? I'm a native Californian, and any native Californians here? Yeah, we had a couple down front. I've been out there 2 years now, so I hail from there now. I've gotten into all the California stuff, like golf, taken up golf, and very frustrating game. Anybody play golf? Well, it's not that frustrating, really. It's when you hit that dream shot. You know that feeling right between the screws, right on the money, and it rolls into the clown's mouth? Boy, that's painful. You know? Or it hits the windmill, comes all the way back down. Oh. Yeah, taking up. I was thinking about getting a personalized license plate, too. They're very popular in California. And because I saw a girl driving down Sunset Strip in Hollywood a couple weeks ago, her plate said, I am easy. There's I am easy. And boy, that's got to make a parent proud, don't you think? When she pulls in the driveway, they got to be beaming, I think, yeah. Yeah. Honey, the slut's home. The trash is back from college, dearest. Your daughter. What else? Sushi. I love sushi. Who wouldn't like raw fish, though, you know, when you think about it? And once you taste it, you'll never go back to delicious food again. That's, I love it that much. But surfing, I think surfing is I love surfing. I actually grew up in Detroit, and I didn't get a big chance to go surfing back there. And you'd be out on one of those wooden rafts in the summertime, and a little inland lake, and a cabin cruiser would go by, and you kind of go, and then it was winter. So that was my life back then. So since I've been in California taking up surfing, and I actually think it's, you know, the solution to a lot of our problems, like world peace. I was just talking to this new guy in the Soviet Union, Gorbachev, and, well, actually I was talking to his wife first, Babs Gorbachev, and he came on the phone. I said, Gorbo, what do you think about a follow-up to this summit meeting, maybe a big surf party? He said, yeah, truga troga, bujna, nishka, proshinki, abrogi rogi, bujna piekla, which means, hey, totally. So he's behind it. I called President Reagan. A lot of Reagan fans? Well, I don't like him that much, really. And he's behind it. It's going to be next Saturday, big surf party down there in Malibu, so look for it on Entertainment Tonight, okay? All the leaders of the world will meet on Saturday, down in Malibu, right on the bay. Margaret Thatcher and Nancy, too, will be wearing bikinis like the surfers do. Yeah, they'll be surfing, surf, we'll all go surfing, surfing for peace, yeah. Chinese and Russians will play volleyball. Ref in the game will be Pope John Paul. Manak and Begging gonna take off that beanie, ride to Doheny on a kosher weenie. We'll be surfing, surfing for peace. Come on, all you surfers from Queens. Oh. The Ayatollah will come back again. Instead of hanging people, he'll be hanging 10. No need to fight or make a fist. There'll be 2 swinging girls for every communist. Ronald Reagan will come with the posse, hand out autograph 8x10 glossies. He won't go swimming or he'll get a scare. The waves will wash the Grecian formula out of his hair, but he'll be surfing for peace. We'll make peace, we'll make love too. Be Buddhists kissing Christians and Arabs kissing Jews. While they're in the water making a splash, Nixon will be on the beach stealing their cash, and we'll be surfing for peace. What a great crowd. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. Oh, Jeff.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Oh, thanks, sir.
All right, thank you, Thom.
You're too kind.
Now from Los Angeles, the comedy capital of L.A. County, here's Bruce Smirnoff. Hey, Bruce.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Oh, yeah, look at this crowd here. Thank you very much. This is great. You know, I almost didn't make it here today. I got to be honest with you. I was on the New Jersey Turnpike. We're coming down here, and a tanker truck with corrosive chemicals flips over in the middle of the highway. This happens every day in this town, right? Unbelievable. They got to stop traffic. They come out in the rubber suits. They got to escort this crap off the highway all day long. How come it's never a Twinkie truck that overturns? Could you see the cleanup crew be like 90 fat guys walking around like this? Oh, this is great. If we could get a milk truck to jackknife over there, we'll be in great shape. Have a ho-ho. This is delicious. My name is Bruce Smirnoff. It's great to be here. It really is. Oh, thanks. You're applauding my last name. Why is this? I get kidded about my last name. Every day, like 9 times a day, people make fun of my last name. And they all think it's the first time I've ever heard this. I'll walk into a restaurant, the maitre d' will look at me and go, oh, Mr. Vodka's here. I bet you never heard that before. And I go, no, you're the first idiot that's ever said that to me this day, you know? Everybody makes fun of my last name, except for my best friend, Billy Budweiser. He leaves me alone. I told my last name to a girl a couple of months ago. She goes, oh, are you a licker? I said, well, I like to kiss too. That's not out of the question. Whatever you want. I got to be honest with you, this is the real reason I'm here in New York. I'd love to find a woman, because these are the kind of women here. I live in L.A. now. I'm not meeting the right kind of women there. I like to fool around. I'm 29 years old. My mother would like me to get married, to be honest with you. Every time my mother sees me, she's got something locked in the closet that she wants me to marry. I was home Christmas. Waiting for me was a girl with complete plastic surgery. This girl had everything: a Teflon nose, silicone breasts, and a fiberglass rear end. And so I took her out. You know, I felt romantic. I brought her back to my apartment, and we laid by the fireplace, and she melted. The normal women in New York, very, very normal women. I can't meet normal women in L.A. It's ridiculous. Every girl I meet is like 5 seconds from her next breakdown. They're like snapping turtles. They can go at any moment. They're nuts out there. Every girl I meet is like a jack-in-the-box on the second to last note. Right there is where I meet them. 5 minutes with me. Because I know the secret. I happen to know that, well, I read on the plane the #1 quality that women look for in a man is a sense of humor. Am I right? Yeah? I don't believe it. Because let's face it, ladies, who do you want removing your bra? Tom Selleck or the Three Stooges, huh? It's like, hey, Mo, look at this. Get out of the way, nitwit. Let me in there. I've tried singles dances. You ever been to a singles dance before to meet women? Oh, basically the last step before out-and-out homosexuality, ladies and gentlemen. All these women want are guys that make money. They take the swizzle sticks, they interrogate every guy they see. It's like talking to Zorro, you know? All right, what do you do for a living? I want a doctor. Give me a doctor. Doctor. What do you do for a living? Oh, you're a comedian. Get the hell out of here. Thank you very much. See you later.
Coming up, a trip down memory lane with a comedian who forgot his way back. Some of Comedy Tonight's guests fly on Region Air, the luxury air service between New York and Los Angeles, at first-class fares.
Bob Somerby is here tonight, and he is a repeat offender on our program, so please welcome back Mr. Bob Somerby.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How you doing tonight? Yeah. Good. I am in the goofiest mood. I tell you, driving down to the show tonight, we had to see the ultimate bumper sticker of all time coming down to this show tonight. We are driving down the road. We get behind a car. Bumper sticker says, honk if you do-si-do. Oh, I was leaning on my horn coming down Madison Avenue. Pulled up next to a cabbie. I said, swing that taxi round and round. Let's go, sir. Get out of that that taxi, pal. Promenade that fare if you would. You're in Manhattan, get with the program. But aren't people putting incredible bumper stickers on their cars today? I live in Baltimore. The other day we're driving around, we get behind a car, bumper sticker says, "Have you thanked a crossing guard today?" I said, Jesus Christ. I knew I forgot something. Is it too late now to run by the grade school? What do you say? Yeah. It's getting so bad, if you've noticed, some people aren't even bothering with the actual bumper stickers. They are just yelling slogans at each other when they get stopped at red lights. Out behind a couple of guys at red light, first guy rolls down his window. He yells at the other guy, "Hey, have you hugged your kid today?" Other guy says, "I'd rather be skiing, thank you." My personal favorite, you've seen this one, "Ask me about my grandchildren." Ladies and gentlemen, who among us can pass up a chance like this? I've gotten so many speeding tickets chasing these guys around town. Pull over, we're going to talk today. Yeah. Cancel my appointments, I've got a need to know. Yeah. Got to find out about the toddlers. Oh, yeah. People are cracking under the strain of life in our society. Every month when I pay my phone bill, I can see the stress people must live under. My phone bill comes with that little message on it. You've seen it. Please send check or money order. Do not send cash or stamps through the mail. Stamps. Do you ever find yourself wondering, who is the social misfit among us? Trying to pay all his bills with stamps. Who is this guy? Is there some guy out there going, "First of the month, honey, come on, rent is due. Run down to that post office, dear. Pick up $400 worth of stamps, will you?" Oh, this is the kind of guy who goes to a nice restaurant, tips with a book of 20s. Go ahead. I want that to be for you. You go to mail in the bill, on the envelope where the stamp should go is that helpful reminder. Post office will not deliver mail without postage. Gee, thanks for that tip. Guess that's aimed at those first-time mailers out there. Sometimes it just says, "Place, stamp, here." Like there's millions of people going, "Oh, gee, to think I've been slipping it in with the letter." No, call it a rookie mistake. I'm wrong. This time the joke is on me. Geez, you go to mail in your bills on the back of the envelope, they always have those annoying reminders, things you might have forgotten. I go to mail in my phone bill every month. First reminder, did you remember to write your phone number on your check? I'm paying the phone company. They don't know my phone number. Makes me feel real sure they know what I owe. Hey, do what I do. I just take my check. I write 411. Information. Your system, you look it up. Thanks so much.
As I'm concerned, Bill, if the telephone company really wanted to perform a service, they come by the house once a month and straighten that cord.
That's not a bad point.
That makes sense.
I think it does make sense.
See, my mind works that way. I think if there's places where smokers can't smoke, there ought to be other places where non-smokers have to.
Force them to like that, all right? On the smokers of the
Even
audience.
Stephen.
I want to thank everybody. It's been a fun show. You know, Bob Somerby actually is a comedian who went to Harvard, right? Do all you guys go to college? You go to college?
4 good years of high school, man.
That was it, huh? How about you?
I don't like to brag, Bill, about my education. I'm probably more smarter than anybody in the room right now, too, to be honest with you. I studied in France for 2 years. I went to PCC, Paris Community College.
Good school.
And, you know, in 1978, I graduated from Boston University with a degree in film production. And that I'm really proud of, because then I moved out to Hollywood, and I immediately got a job at Photomat. I had a lot of fun working at Photomat, too. I used to wait for stone people to pull up, and I would tell them it was a toll booth.
Make some extra money.
But this was not my first lifelong ambition. Did you know that? Well, I want to be an archaeologist. Honest to God. Wow. Remember King Tut, for example? I used to get into watching them dig those things up, and that's what I wanted to do. And then I realized, who gives a right for these men to go digging these things up? I mean, King Tut, the man had himself buried 9,000 feet in the ground. He put a 50-ton pyramid on top, a curse of death around the whole place. I get the impression the man wanted to be left alone.
That's a fair point. Absolutely. We should apologize.
That's right. How do you think this guy felt? How do you think he felt? 1 minute he's in the ground, the next minute he's on tour at the Holiday Inn in Newark.
neighbor, Ed List, put a death curse on the whole thing. And,
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
there's no joke there. He just put a
Well,
death curse.
do you ever notice whenever they dig something up, no matter what they dig up, they get excited over it? I mean, they find like a broken clay piece of pot, a piece of junk like this big, and they get so excited. Come on, in reality, 10,000 years ago, this was a bad wedding gift. It's like, oh, look what Moses sent. We wanted a toaster like everybody else gets. What's going on here, you know?
So you went to college in Paris.
Yeah, well, I was just kidding, yeah.
That's great. I know. Listen, I just want to say goodbye to everybody, but you're actually on the Energy Conservation Board in Los Angeles. I mean, you actually don't look like a comedian. You look more like you should be on the Energy.
Oh, well, I am. I got into it a couple of years ago. I put a brick in my toilet, and a friend of mine said, hey, put it up in the tank. And so it worked. You know, I've gotten into it that way.
That's it. Conservation. And Somerby, now you've been on 5 times, right?
Yeah.
People want to know if you're running out of material yet.
I'm not running out of material. I am running out of clothes.
Ensemble looks kind of nice to me, though.
You're open to make remarks.
Mark, did you enjoy yourself tonight?
I did. Kip, what's Kip short for?
It's the sound I answer to.
Oh, win
Dear
one.
Kip.
Yeah, that's my name.
Win one for the Kipper.
Good night.